In this rapidly changing world of free trade and disappearing barriers between the nations, Korean agriculture and farms are experiencing a rebirth through creative economy.
농업 분야에도 혁신과 창조 경제 구현을 통해 새로운 가치와 기회를 만들어내고 농촌을 사람들이 다시 모여드는 곳으로 바꿔가야 합니다.
The transformation of Korean farming industry has already started, and it's gaining speed. By infusion of ICT, Korean agriculture as the primary industry is becoming smarter and creating new business models for the centenary industry in the process. Spearheading this transformation are technology and new ideas.
낙농 체험은 연간 15,000명에서 2만 명 정도의 관광객이 오고 있고요.
향후에 동계올림픽을 겨냥해서 저희는 세계 10대 커피 도시로 들어가는 꿈을 가지고 있습니다.
The once lost vitality has returned to the farming communities of Korea.
즉시 기가 인프라 구축이 가능한 임자도를 기가 아일랜드 1호로 선정하게 되었습니다.
And it's a great exchange program. You can go work and exchange for food and lodging and education.
실제로 이렇게 땀 흘리면서 해봐야 알거든요. 또 프리미엄급 커피를 갖다가 만드는 데 기여를 하고 싶은 것이 저희의 바람입니다.
Let us see what kind of future Korean agriculture holds for the age of the creative economy. Imjaro is an island located in the northernmost part of Sinang-gun in Jeollanam-do Province. Recently, a small miracle has occurred on this tiny island. Only a few years ago, Imjaro had been one of the most remote, isolated farming communities in the country. But now, the island is a showcase of the most advanced ICT. These are broccoli greenhouses. The crop is almost ready to be harvested. Recently, there has been a big change in this ordinary-looking greenhouse. Every morning, Mr. Naok-ju begins his farm work with a smartphone. He can monitor the condition of his crops in real time through the sensors installed within his greenhouses. The farming environment control system provides the best possible conditions for the crops by automatically opening and closing windows, adjusting humidity, switching on and off the sprinklers, and others. Thanks to the system, work has been reduced to 1/10 of what it used to be, while productivity and income increased.
고값 제어로 인해 환경을 제어할 수 있으니까 인건비 전략과 한 번 농사 짓던 걸 갖다가 저희가 3번을 농사 질 수 있으니까 소득원이 한 30% 정도 더 늘어났다고 보시면 됩니다.
The smart transformation of Imjaro was made possible by the power of ICT. It all began when the island was selected as a beneficiary of KT's philanthropic project, aimed at providing infrastructure for gigabyte internet service to Korea's remotest communities.
전라남도 신안에 섬마을을 하나 선정했는데요. 여러 섬들 중에서 광 케이블이 이미 포설되어 있어서 즉시 기가 인프라 구축이 가능한 임자도를 기가 아일랜드 1호로 선정하게 되었습니다.
Now, Imjaro has gigabyte infrastructure in place in the 5 areas of education, entertainment, energy, healthcare, and local economy. Imjaro is no longer an isolated island community. The island's children now have no reason to envy their friends living in a big city. Thanks to the gigabyte infrastructure, the children can now enjoy all the benefits of ICT, from using PC to receiving online video lessons.
아두이노 연결해서 로봇을 만들거나 아니면 로봇 같은 걸 만들어서 불빛이 들어오게 만드는 거예요.
On the island, the PC network works a little differently. Since it's difficult for the islanders to receive repair services for their PCs, the gigabyte infrastructure was built in the way that the PCs on the island can only receive information from the main server located in Mokpo.
본체는 다 지금 목포 하당에 있고요. 이
본체에 있는 정보들을 가져올 수 있게 시스템을 구축해서 그 정보들을 저희가 여기까지 기가빗 회선을 구축을 해서 그 정보를 가져다가 여기서 학생들이 쓰고 있습니다. 어른들이 쓰고 있습니다. 이 친구들의 상상력을 통해서 이 농가나 아니면 이 섬에서 있는 활동, 이런 생활들을 좀 더 편리하게 만들 수 있는 발명품들을 이 친구들이 만들었으면 참 좋을 것 같아요. 그래서 우리나라 에디슨 같은 그런 애들이 여기 임자도에서 나왔으면 하는 바람입니다.
The gigabyte infrastructure is now even taking care of the islanders' health. Mr. Chu Pu-young, who's lived all his life on the island, doesn't have to worry about his health as much as he used to. Tied to his farm work, Mr. Chu could rarely afford the luxury of going to a city hospital for his checkups, but now he can receive a reading on his sugar level regularly. After tipped with a urine sample, the strip is inserted into a mobile device. In a minute, the device comes up with important health readings and early warnings.
다 정상 나왔는데 호두당 수치가 좀 높게 나왔어요. 근데 제가 좀
The Yodok service can detect 20 diseases, including diabetes, liver problems, malignant high blood pressure, and kidney problems. Thanks to Yodok, the islanders no longer have to go all the way to a city to receive health services.
고맙습니다.
계속 관리하세요, 어르신.
예, 수고하셨나.
네. 도시 지역으로 가면야 병원이 많지만 섬에는 이제 고도 불편하신 분, 고도 못하시는 분 병원 가시기 힘드신 분들 되게 많으시거든요. 근데 되게 그런 부분에서 방문해가지고 해주는 것에 대해서 정말 감사하게 생각하고 어르신들이 되게 신기하게 생각하세요.
목포랑 나가서 큰 병원에 가서 검사를 해야 하는데 아주 편리하고 좋습니다. 그리고 당뇨, 혈압 그런 거 자주 와서 제주와 함께 내 건강을 내가 체크할 수 있어서 아주 좋습니다.
As the sun goes down, residents of Imjato gather in the town hall for the movie night. Every Wednesday, the Imjato town hall plays a movie for the islanders, free of charge. Previously, they had to travel to a city to watch a movie, but now with the gigabyte infrastructure in place, the residents can enjoy all kinds of TV shows, movies, and music content in HD.
멀리 안 나와서 보니까 좀 편리한 것 같아요. 돈도 안 나오고 그러면서.
이제 기가 사랑방이 생겨서 매주 이제 수요일날 영화를 이제 관람을 하거든요. 근데 오히려 멀리 안 가도 되고 여기서 볼 수 있어서 너무 좋은 것 같아요.
From a remote, isolated island community, Imjato has been transformed into an ICT powerhouse. It's a good example of how ICT is changing the farming communities of Korea. Last summer, 3 foreign students took a trip. The destination of their trip is a dairy farm located about 2 hours by car away from Seoul. Of different nationalities and ages, the 3 friends have come to participate in a dairy farm experience event. Wow Dairy Farm has been in business for the last 40 years. Now, the place is considered one of the most beautiful dairy farms in Korea. Once a quiet place, the farm is now busy with outside visitors, proving itself to be a model of creative farming. What draws outside visitors is the experience event the dairy farm offers. On weekends, the place becomes even more crowded with people bringing their family. The dairy farm experience event and the outdoor environment provide a fresh break to those who are tired from busy urban life.
Usually would portray a city, but it's really amazing that this place is so close to Seoul and many people can actually go but they don't really know about Korean farms, and I really encourage everyone to go there. It will be fun.
The farm is a playground where they can relax and experience something new.
살아있는 동물 만나고 직접 만져보고 하니까 아무래도 생명에 대한 그런 것도 좀 느끼고 그리고 동물들 사랑하는 그런 마음도 생길 것 같아요. 그래서 한 번씩 자주 오려고 생각 중에 있습니다.
The event is also a unique tourist attraction for foreigners, introducing them with what farming life is like in Korea.
When I dropped my bag and they were just like, when in a minute, it was just like gone, all the food. It was really funny.
In the past few years, this dairy farm took on a new challenge and became a model of success. In addition to being a milk producer and distributor, the dairy farm successfully transformed itself into a tourist attraction, creating a new business model on the level of Senery industry. Developing of the Senery industry is the key aspect of creative economic policies for Korean farming industry. The ultimate objective is to create the Senery industry on top of the primary industry of agricultural production. The secondary industry of processing and manufacturing food products, and the tertiary industry of sales, distribution, and tourism. The Senery industry aims to create added value by capitalizing on every aspect of these industries' tangible and intangible assets.
6차 산업에 종사하는 사람들에 대해서 맞춤형으로 지원해 주는 것입니다. 그 컨설팅 지원이라든가 자금 지원 등등을 하고 있고요. 이번 정부에서 한 3년 동안 이렇게 한 결과 그 6차 산업 창업자 수가 한 9% 정도 늘었고요. 그다음에 6차 산업에 종사하는 사람들의 매출액도 한 11% 가까이 증가하였습니다.
The success of Wow Dairy Farm in creating a new business model in the form of Dairy Farm Experience Program is an excellent example. Another good example is Milk School. The Milk School is a program provided by the municipal government of Gyeonggi-do Province and is aimed at further development of the Korean dairy industry. Currently, the Milk School program is being offered at 60 locations across the country, with 11 of them in Gyeonggi-do Province. Participants in the program can experience renewed farms of Korea by engaging in a variety of activities, from sightseeing to cooking using premium-grade raw milk.
My pizza really was delicious. Like before, I don't make the pizza, but then when I make the pizza with my friends, it really was delicious.
The milk schools have been a place of live education for many to learn the value of nature. In the past 2 years, 230,000 visitors have participated in the Milk School program. With this trend, the program is on its way to establish itself as a new source of income for the dairy industry.
아이들한테는 점점 이제 살아가는 공간들이 도시화되기 때문에 자연을 보거나 동물을 볼 수 있는 기회가 없어서 아이들이 이 목장에서 체험을 함으로써 생명의 소중함이라든지 자연에서 뛰어놀 수 있는 공간이 제공된다고 볼 수 있고요. 어른분들은 아이들과 같이 힐링하는 좋은 시간이 될 거라 저는 믿고 있습니다.
Now, the day has come to an end for our 3 friends. Did they have a good time today?
Actually, in my country, they have a lot of clubs, but never I visit this place. But it's really nice to go another country and visit this, and they have this experience about this. And I recommended that for another my friends. If like you have time, you should go this place. It's really nice to spend the time with.
I hope I can do it again, and I recommend all you guys to come to Korean farms. I think you would enjoy the time there.
I think the most interesting was the cooking class, because in Ukraine we don't have such attractions like in Korea, like where you can come to farm and actually can experience what the countryside people do. Yeah, that was really cool. I liked it.
It's early morning in an organic farm in Gyeonggi-do Province. It's the weekend, and the farm is already busy with foreign visitors. What can they be here for? This chicken farm with the current stock of more than 4,000 has been growing chickens with organic methods for the last 25 years. The place is a wolf host farm where young adults from overseas come to experience Korean farm life.
캐나다하고 미국에서 이렇게 우포스트 농가를 해봤어요. 그때 이제 그 많은 다른 나라에서 온 그 젊은 친구들이 직업이 뭐든 간에 그 같이 이렇게 농민들하고 땀 흘리면서 그런 걸 굉장히 보람되게 여기고 또 이후에 이제 그 충전 받아가지고 자기 일을 뭐 열심히 할 수 있다 이제 이런 걸 보고 굉장히 인상이 깊었었는데 우리나라에도 이제 우프코리아라는 게 있다는 걸 알고 가입하게 됐죠.
Lately, participating in the Wolf program has been gaining popularity among the foreign tourists visiting Korea. Although they're from different countries, they work together and make friends. It's a unique experience and a great way to meet people. The leader of today's Wolfers is Kota from Japan. He's been a WOOF volunteer for the last 5 years. Since he came to Korea, he fell in love with Korean farm life.
ウーフはすごいいろんな農家があるんですけれども、ここは鳥をやってたりで野菜をやってるところもあるし、お寺とかレストランもあります。なのでその場所によってやる仕事はいろいろたくさんあります。
After the morning's work, the WOOF volunteers are provided with simple yet wholesome lunch made with organic foods from their hard work. To them, the food is one way to learn Korean culture. With the Korean tradition of sharing food, the lunch table becomes a gathering place of people from diverse backgrounds and countries.
It's great. The food is really good, and it's always nice to eat after a lot of work. So, well, kimchi of course is very good, but sometimes I'm eating kamjatang, my favorite food.
Cheers! Hota! Cheers!
As interest in the WOOF activities grows, the number of family-level visitors participating in the program is on the rise.
I'm interested in farming. That's actually what I want to do eventually. And woofing was the first opportunity I had to experience farming. So it's great for people who have never farmed, who want to try it, or people who might want to farm. And it's a great exchange program. You can go work in exchange for food and lodging and education. So it's a really great exchange program. It's good for the farmer and the people who are interested in learning.
As of 2012, 100,000 young adults from 100 countries volunteered to work at 12,000 WOOF-hosted organic farms around the world. 56 of those farms were in Korea, and they hosted 350 foreign WOOF volunteers. The work is nearly over. It's been a day of hard work for the foreign volunteers. After sweating through the morning and the afternoon, what can they be thinking about their experience of working in a Korean farm today? After the work is done, they get together for a little party. The joy of working and sharing together, rest after hard work, these are the things that make the WOOF activities attractive.
みんなで一緒に働くっていうのは楽しいことですね。それからそうですね、仕事しながらこう休みながら一緒にお互いの話をしたりして、なんだろう、いろんな人のことについて知ることができるし、そういう意味でいい出会いの場かなって思います。
Every weekend I come out here just to, try something new. We're eating good food, we're drinking good drink, and, doing good work. So it was enough for me. I didn't learn anything, but it was a good break.
실제로 땀 흘리면서 땅과 흙을 묻히면서 살아보는 게 중요하고, 그런 의미에서 우리나라의 많은 젊은이들이 이런 우핑 이런 일들을 좀 같이 해보면 굉장히 좋은 일들이 많이 있을 거다, 저는 이렇게 생각을 해요.
The WOOF program is proving itself to be an excellent means of cultural exchange as well as a new business model for Korean farms. It's becoming an alternative that can bridge Korean farms to their future. Famous for its beautiful landscapes and tourist attractions, Gangwon-do Province has many natural advantages for economic development. Pyeongchang in Gangwon-do Province is set to host the Winter Olympics in 2018, an event which will draw the attention of the world. The local communities and institutions are busy at work to bring economic prosperity to the region. The local festival is one way to achieve such goal. In fall, Gangneung becomes the city of coffee. Started 7 years ago, the Gangneung Coffee Festival is already a well-established tourist attraction and a model of creative cultural content native to the area.
강릉 커피 축제는 커피를 직접 내려보고 마셔보고 볶아볼 수 있는 그런 특별한 의미를 가지고 있는 행사고요. 전시와 공연, 체험 행사, 영화까지 다양하게 즐기실 수 있는 프로그램으로 준비되어 있습니다.
Thanks to its long history of tea culture, Gangneung had quickly caught on to the custom of drinking coffee from early on. Every fall, coffee lovers around the country flock to Gangneung for its indigenous coffee culture.
이런 좋은 축제가 있다고 그래서 커피도 좋아하고 그래서 한번 와봤어요.
뒷맛이 안 쓰고 향이 좋네 이게 향이.
진하긴 진한데 쓴맛보다 구수한 그런 맛이 좀 강한 것 같아요.
Last year, 26,500 people visited the Gangneung Coffee Festival, generating $14 million and $3 million in production and income inducement effect, respectively. In all, it's estimated that the festival had an economic effect worth $33 million.
강릉은 단순하게 원두 커피를 즐기는 단계에서 벗어나서 발효 커피라든가 그 라떼 아트와 같은 문화적인 그 컬러를 입으면서 보다 풍성해지고 있다고 생각됩니다.
Development of the coffee festival and its contribution to the local economy would have been impossible without the hard work of its residents. Mr. Park Yi-chu is one such resident. As the first Korean to become a barista, he is credited with spreading the roasting culture in the country.
1988년도부터 배울 때는 이제 좀 간단하다고 생각을 했어요. 해보니까 어렵다 하는 거 괜히 시작했구나. 그러다 중간에서 포기할 수 없으니까 오늘까지 왔어요.
As always, his cafe is busy with coffee lovers, among whom Mr. Park's coffee is greatly admired. For the coffee lovers of Korea, his cafe is a place not to be missed.
이거 두 개 먹었는데 이거는 좀 약간 카라멜 나면서 약간 깊은 맛이 나고 이거는 좀 진한 커피 향이 나네요.
신선하고 향도 좋고 맛도 굉장히 부드럽고 역시 명불허전이라고 직접 와서 먹어보니까 너무나 좋습니다.
드립하시는 거 봤는데 다른 일반 그 프랜차이즈에서 볼 수 없었던 그렇게 거품도 풍성하게 올라오고 이런 거 보니까 확실히 일대 그 바리스타다운 면모가 있으신 것 같아요.
Mr. Park took up residence in the Gangneung area to spend his life in coffee making. Despite having to depend on imported coffee beans, he nevertheless continues to preserve the pride of Gangneung coffee with his experience and exceptional roasting skills.
볶아서 이제 마셔보고 좀 갓빈과 하면 그때 잘 볶거나 안 볶거나 하는 것이 아마 결과가 나오지 않은가 보고 있습니다.
Currently, he's in the middle of doing something which had been considered impossible. After years of failure, Mr. Park has finally succeeded in growing coffee trees in his greenhouse.
그래서 여기서는 이제 약간 10,000개 심었는데 3,000개가 이제 죽었어. 너무 물을 많이 줘서.
These coffee trees are products of Gangwon-do Province's air, water, and soil, and they're beginning to bear fruits. Growing together with them are the dreams and hopes of Mr. Park for a coffee brand native to Gangneung.
커피 한 장에서 인생이 바꾸기 시작한다. 그 타이틀가 이제 그 간누이 커피 도시인데 간누이 커피 도시로 돼 있어. 또 언젠가 커피 도시 간누로 바뀌는 시대가 오지 않는가. 간누이 진정한 커피 도시 아니고 커피 도시 간누이 아마 등장되지 않은가. 그런 가정이 아마 발전하지 않은가 저는 이렇게 믿고 있습니다.
Selected as a regional special industry last year, the Gangneung coffee is now leading the development of the local economy. Along the line, there has been an ongoing effort under the cooperation between the industry and academic institutions. Their goal is to create a premium coffee brand on an international level.
그 저희가 그 체리 단계에서부터 생두 단계까지 그 과정에서 일어나는 그 변화를 갖다 보기 위해서 현재 그 커피나무를 갖다가 재배하고 있습니다.
What the researchers are currently focusing on is the fermentation of coffee beans. They're looking into the possibility of making the Gangneung coffee beans cultivate lactic acid through the process of fermentation, as in the case with kopi luwak. Their goal is to develop a coffee brand that is indigenous to the Gangneung area with its own unique taste, flavor, and health benefits. They're also working on a mass production scheme for the fermented beans. Their ambitious plan would even surpass Kopi Luwak. Such examples light the way to the future for the Korean agricultural industry and farming communities.
이 루악이라고 하는 것, 우리가 대표적인 발효 커피이긴 하지만 저희는 이 루악 커피와 같은 것이 아니라 루악을 넘어서는 거기에 이 우리나라의 특히 강릉 지역에 그 어떤 문화가 들어가고 어떤 향이 들어가는 이러한 발효 커피 또 프리미엄급 커피를 갖다가 만드는 데 기여를 하고 싶은 것이 저희의 바람입니다.
The advanced ICT has transformed a tiny, isolated island into a very smart place. And the rediscovery of diverse resources in the traditional agricultural industry is signaling a new birth of Korean farms. With a new breakthrough, the future is wide open for anyone with creative ideas and an imagination.